Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. Hello. Let's see. Let me flip it. Okay. There you go. Hello. Yup, they're fine. They're fine. They're fine. You're fine. Come on in. Come on in. How's everybody doing tonight? Say hi. Let me know you're here. Hey, Amanda. You got it pulled up there, old sidekick? Sidekick is a little grumpy. Hey, Jeanette. How are you? Hey, Cynthia. How are y'all doing? Hey, Brenda. How's everybody doing tonight? How's the weather where you... Yes, girl, Lyle's my helper tonight. Can't you believe it? He's mad, though. The kids are over there wrestling, so he's not happy with them right now. Trying to stay warm, yeah. I think everybody's trying to stay warm. It's so cold where we are. I just went to the store. I needed some eggs and some stuff for my cookies, and I'm gonna be baking tomorrow, so I had to go get that tonight in case it froze worse overnight. He wants to be wrestling with them. He would. He probably would. So as y'all come on, make sure that you share this video so that other people will know that we're on here and they can see what we're doing, because I'm doing something new tonight. Don't come over here with your naked self, Bailey. Lyle, Cynthia said, how are you feeling?
I feel fine.
He's great. He is great. Just ill.
I'm not ill.
You are. Hey, Angela, how are you? Thank you. Okay, so I need your help. We are going to paint on a Coir mat. I don't know if I say that right, but it's one of these doormats that you see. I have some of these for sale at my, look, smile. I have some of these for sale at my shop that are already done. Like, I've got them from a company that's already designed. But I like to paint these to personalize them. I have one outside here at our house that says the Homes. It's been, probably had it over a year. It's been walked on 1,000 times, or I would show it to you. But it just, for not a lot of money, you can totally, that was almost an evil smile. Yeah. Those children just get him, you know. They get him sometimes. So we can personalize this. And once you see how this turns out, if this is something that you're interested in me painting for you, send me a message. I can personalize you one. So here's what I need your help with. If you will, send me some ideas in the comments of what you would like to see on here. We can do welcome. We could do happy spring. Uh-oh, we got a visitor. We got a visitor. Maylee put some clothes on so she could come say hi to y'all. Hey, you need one. You do need one that says Homes.
Home.
If mine didn't look so bad, I'd show it to you.
Wait, you're painting on a carpet?
Yeah, this is a doormat.
Oh.
What should we put on it?
One that says Valentine's Day.
It says Valentine's Day. Well, Valentine's Day's kind of soon. Why don't we do something that's a little bit further away?
Oh, I know.
Easter.
No.
Hey, Amanda said, hey, Maylee. This is Miss Amanda that comes to the shop.
Yay.
And that you text Mr. Shane Mojis.
Yay.
Yes.
We can do the Easter.
Yeah, we could do Happy Easter, Home Sweet Home. That would be cute. Definitely, we could do that. We could do Home Sweet Home in like springy kind of colors. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? That will be cute. Okay. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to write sweet in the middle. Let me see if I can Oh, she said, "Hey Tom." Miss Amanda says Shane's missing his emojis. Amanda, I'm gonna be closed tomorrow, I guess, because my kids are out of school. So, home is where the heart is. Oh, that's cute too.
The heart
Yes.
of what?
So let's see. I'm gonna try to get this in here the best that I can, where you can see it. Yep. Thank you, May. She's fine. So I'm just using acrylic paint, y'all. You can use outdoor paint. You can use acrylic paint and spray sealer on it at the end. Which way? This way? Oh, yeah, okay. Good idea. Thank you, Mitzi. Y'all had a good day. I hope you have. The thing about painting on these is this is rough on your brushes. So, like, don't use your nice, expensive brushes that you don't want messed up, because it is going to be rough on your bristles, for sure.
LaDonna says she's glad you're going live more.
Oh, thank you. We're trying. We're going to try.
And who's Madonna?
My boys play travel baseball, so it does get crazy in the springtime, but we're going to try. Okay, so we're going to do home, sweet, home, okay? I'm going to do home, probably home, and then let's do sweet, kind of crooked.
Tom Hutton's
Just
his name.
hey, Tom. So I'm just going to kind of, let's do, okay, so I just kind of write it out and move it around on the mat, and then we're going to come back and make it look good. I know you think, oh, that looks bad, but it'll turn out good.
I hope so.
You hope it does? It will. Oh, this is my favorite color. I love this color. It makes me happy. This makes
Tom
me...
said you think you're all that with the new brushes.
With the new brushes?
Mm-hmm. And put that aloud.
Nuh-uh. I'm the starter of those brushes, Tom. I'm the one that told them about those brushes. They're great. He's talking about those brushes from Hobby Lobby. So you can see, well, it's kind of upside down, but I've just kind of got the base of the word. So now I'm going to go back through and do my faux calligraphy and kind of thicken up the parts that I want it to be thicker.
Mama?
Mm-hmm. What? What are you saying? No.
Look.
May, let her
Yeah,
do it.
go let the boys do that, honey. You can do it. Why are you putting on an apron?
Because you're painting.
Just because I'm painting don't mean you need an apron.
Then why do you not have an apron on?
Well, I probably should, but you know, I always wear clothes that I don't mind if it gets on it.
And it already looks like you have paint on you.
I know my shirt is bleached, so it's kind of hides it, don't it?
And how do you even do this?
Oh, good,
anyway?
LaDonna. My person over here is not reading my comments for me. I'm glad you're liking this. What are you doing, Lyle? Are you sleeping?
No, hey, LaDonna says she's never seen this done before.
Well, guess
She's glad
what?
you're doing it.
I already know that. Thanks.
Mama,
What,
how do you
honey?
do this?
Maylee,
Honey.
May, go get Maddox to do it.
So what I'm doing is just kind of thickening up all the parts of the words that go down.
Sherry says hello from Texas.
Hey, Sherry. Why are you showing it to me?
When I can't pronounce the last name, I let you see
Oh,
it.
well, I don't.
You might know.
Oh, I got you. I'm gonna have to get me some more turquoise. what I'll do is I'll let this kind of sit because as you can see, this mat just totally soaks up this paint. It takes quite a bit to do it. So what I'll do is I'll do this first layer kind of, and then we'll do the other words, and then we'll come back and kind of go over it again.
Well, Donna wants to know when I'm gonna do a DIY or a painting.
He can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. Look, we need to paint some of those things that from Stony and Michelle that are those stack signs, because they've got lines on them, and you can't mess it up.
No, I ain't mess it up.
Hey, me and him went to painting with a twist one time, and he did good. Didn't you? That was fun.
Thank you, Sherry.
What'd she say?
She said it's pronounced call, like C-A-L.
Oh, okay. Okay. So there's sweet. Let me put a little bit more right here on this blue, cause on this E. Whoa.
Jeanette says, "Oh, come on, Lyle. My hubby makes wreaths when I have
That's
to work
right.
nights."
He can't. Lyle can do it. He just doesn't think he could. Okay. What color do we want to do? Home.
Well, obviously not turquoise.
Well,
You're
not
running out.
turquoise. No, I got some more somewhere. Okay, so red and turquoise is my favorite combination together.
Linda Anderson says hello.
Hey, Linda. How are you?
Then do red.
Well, I'm thinking, do I want to do red? Do I want to do pink? Or do I want to just do black?
Maylee says black.
Maylee votes black. What do y'all vote? What colors do you want? What color do you want me to see?
Lindsay
Do
Robinson
you
says
want to
yellow.
do home? Yellow? Oh, yeah, we could do yellow.
Amanda Flood says she loves red and turquoise together.
I do too. I do too.
Amanda puts or black and turnips. Maybe turquoise.
Black and turquoise, yeah.
Ann Pryor says black.
Yeah, turquoise.
Yellow. Pink trim in
Jenna
black.
That'd be cute. Yellow,
Red,
red.
So red or pink or black.
It's kind of a even. What color you want, Lyle?
I'm just a reader.
Well, you can help.
Yes, Linda Anderson, it's freehand. Well, free squirt.
Free squirt.
She squirted
What
it.
color? What do you vote, Maddox? I did turquoise. We got to match something with it.
Do red. Red or.
Okay.
Yeah, red.
Red it is.
Or white.
We'll probably put some black on there too, though. Somewhere. White would work, yeah. Okay. So, let me open my new squirt bottle of red. My other bottle of red just pours out, so that won't work for this. So I think what I'll do is kind of do block letters on this. Let me pull this down where you can see it. Good. I think you can see
Ain't a lot of room to
that.
mess up.
Ain't a lot of room to mess up. Well, I know that. Thank you.
So don't mess up.
Well, I don't plan on messing up. Looks,
What do you do about that?
I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's start our letters here. Sophie, what are you doing?
Jeanette told me not to touch it.
That's right. Do not touch somebody's art. That is right. So do y'all have a lot of snow where you are? Snow, ice? What do y'all have? I don't really know what we have. It's just cold, but
We got
the
out of
kids,
school for rain.
the kids are out of school. I'm glad. I like it when they're out of school.
Linda says you can't imagine the mess she would make trying to do this.
Oh, Linda's very artistic. She could do it.
Jeanette got rain, ice, sleet, and snow, all of the above.
Ooh,
We got rain.
Yes, we did. Okay, now I'm gonna come back and do these little serifs.
LaDonna doesn't have anything. She's in North Louisiana.
Oh, yeah. It stays pretty warm there, doesn't it?
Brushes and boards says, hey.
Hey, Angie. How are you? All right, so,
See what look for it says. How do you do that? So neat.
well, it's not real neat right now.
Cynthia DuPoint says it's 60 in Southern California.
Oh, wow.
It's about 20 here.
It's freezing cold here.
And Sherry calls says they have cold rain so far.
That's kind of what we have. But I'm afraid it's going to freeze overnight, you know. I'm assuming that's why the kids are out of school, because the back roads and stuff will be frozen. There's puddles on the road, so I don't know how they're not already frozen. I guess because it was warm the first of the week. Well,
Brenda
I can't say
Lamb said
warm.
they got 11 inches and it's still snowing.
Oh my goodness.
I don't
Listen,
think we've had 11 inches
We
combined
would
in my
not.
whole lifetime.
We would not know what to do here with 11 inches of snow.
We'd be out of school the entire year.
We would be. Oh my, it would just be bad. We would not know what to do.
Cynthia said 60 in California is freezing.
Oh my.
There you some hot weather.
Oh, I just got that on your arm.
There you go.
Yeah, I did. On your shirt.
Really?
Yeah, it won't come off either, sorry.
Was it really not?
No.
No, that's great.
Acrylic paint does not come out of clothes.
Well, you should have used latex.
I don't use latex paint.
My mama says, hey.
Hey, Nay. How are you?
Oh, they're gonna lose. That's terrible.
Have y'all started watching the Olympics yet? I had it on figure skating and someone turned it.
Angie Skinner said there's 11 inches where she is too.
Oh my goodness, she lives in Illinois.
We turned it because you weren't in here watching it.
She lives up there by where Crafters Convention is. Whew, 11 inches.
Madonna said, will this paint come out easy with rain and wiping your feet on it?
No, I'm going to spray a coat of sealer over it. The one that I did before, I used outdoor paint on it, and it hasn't faded at all. And I did not seal it. So this time I'm using acrylic, and I'm going to seal it. What, Lau?
Now, Renee, that's ridiculous.
What?
Southwest Minnesota just cold. The high was 0, and it was negative 15 this morning with a negative 27 wind chill.
Oh my.
Currently, it's negative 5 with a wind chill of negative 27.
Listen.
We'd all died.
We would not function.
Joanne Allen says hello.
Hello.
Haley, what
How
are
are
you doing?
you? Well, the bad thing about down here in the South is we don't have the people that take care of the roads like they do in the North when it snows and ices. So we're just like stuck.
Joanne said, did you freehand? She freehanded this.
Yeah, I did.
No, people in Tennessee like to salt the roads during rain so it washes it all off before it freezes. They're a bunch of retards. Sorry. They're not very smart. Sorry. Get booted off Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, Linda said she got booted off Facebook earlier.
You did?
Which was
Oh,
it?
from your live? Oh no. Okay. So, there is
says they don't know how to drive in Louisiana either. Does people in Tennessee?
No.
Not on rain and ice. Or ice and snow. She's replying to them getting kicked off.
Oh.
Can someone put my Cinderella shoes on?
Maddoxville.
Yeah,
Go
in a
take
little
your time.
bit. All right, let's go back over our turquoise. It feels like it's gonna shoot out here in a second.
Ooh, booty.
I know, it's getting low. I've got some more. This is one color I don't run out of. Alright. We should have turned Steve
They said
Harvey
in Minnesota
down.
they apply a salt solution, but if it's cold, it doesn't work.
Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see if we go over this one more time. I think it'll probably be just what we need. Because this, like I said, this mat just soaks it up deep down in the fibers.
The Donna said that's a pretty color.
It is, and it's my favorite. This is Ceramcoat paint, which is my favorite brand of paint. And it is just called turquoise.
How original.
Yeah, no. There's another blue that I like that they have. It's called Tahiti blue. It's a little darker. And I like it too. Ugh.
Melanie, we got the mats at Walmart.
Yes, I did. They sell them at lots of different places: Lowe's, Home Depot, Amazon. And you really can just kind of look around. I was surprised though; these were only $5.97, so they were not expensive. Did they get it?
Oh, this is just a regular round.
I know.
Oh, they didn't win that last thing. They got 85 points out of 200.
No, I mean that last question. Did they get that one right?
Donna says she's going to have to try to do one of these.
Yes. They're not hard. And you don't have to write on it. I mean, you can do whatever you want on it.
Joanne says hello again. That wasn't nice of Facebook. So she got kicked off again.
Got kicked off? Why are you getting kicked off?
Ramona? Looks like Boudreaux.
It is.
Says hello.
Hey, Ramona. How are you?
Latona says I love watching Steve Harvey. We're watching him right now.
We are. I'm sure you can hear
You
it
probably
because
can.
I turn it. I come through the living room. I turn it down. I come back. It's back way up. I swear.
Anna Collier, we're in a little town called Huntington, Tennessee, about halfway between Memphis and Nashville. About 30 minutes outside of Jackson.
All right, that looks good. All right, so let's go back over our home real quick.
Brenda
And I
Ann
think-
says so cute. Love the colors.
Thank you. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of put a drop shadow on the red home. I think that'll be good to add a little bit of color or contrast to it. So,
Did Oreo get paint on his nose?
what color is it?
Red.
It's
Well,
okay.
You're using red.
It's okay.
Did you paint him?
No.
It's okay.
He turned
Kind of
him
looks like butter.
that way.
Okay, hold on.
Because you moved the mat. Now the
Oh,
front
sorry.
corner's out of the... There you go. Right there.
There we go. Oh, she's in
And
Shelbyville.
her
Oh,
husband's from Milan. Milan's
Milan.
like 25 minutes from
your
us.
his aunts and cousins, some of them live in Milan.
And one of our cousins, married cousins, is from Milan. Megan Bowen.
Yep, sure is.
Sherry Calsis, her brother lives in Jackson. I hope
Okay.
he lives on the good side.
Who was that said that Anna, ask your husband if he remembers Candyland, the shop. Lyle's aunts owned Candyland. Most people from Milan probably know that. They had good chocolate and candy and things like that.
Sherry, I'm from Jackson. That's where I was born and raised.
Yeah, they had good chocolate-covered pretzels and chocolate-covered strawberries.
She said he does live on the good side. Oh, that's good.
Lyle used to work on the ambulance in Jackson. On every side. We lived in Jackson for a little while when we first got married because we were working in the hospital in Jackson. So, when we had our first son, we moved back here. I'm from here. My whole family lives here, so we moved back. Or I moved back and brought him with me. Now we have 3 kids.
Jeanette says her mom and her ancestors are from the other side of the state toward Knoxville.
Oh, yeah.
It's about 4.5, 5 hours from us.
Mama, there
What,
was
baby?
old paint on the paintbrush.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and peel it off. Or we'll just playing with it.
Latana
Oh,
says the medical field can be something else. For the past 2 years, it's been really something else.
yes, it has. We're both in the medical field, so it's crazy, for sure. All right, let me pull it back just a little so I don't get paint all over Lyle here. All right, let's go over this one and then we'll do some black. Y'all make sure that you share the video and make sure you're following my page because we really are going to try to go live more often. And
Donna's just thank goodness she didn't have to deal with it the past 2 years.
oh,
It's been rough.
yeah, that's good. Well, when COVID first kind of shut things down, I was furloughed. I'm a nurse practitioner at a women's health clinic, and I got furloughed for 19 weeks. So there was that, and then, of course, ever since, it's just been crazy. Just crazy all the way around. What are you looking at? What are they doing?
There's his gum hanging out his mouth.
Oh. Alright.
Well, Donna said she worked in the lab as a phlebotomist.
Oh, I love to draw labs, LaDonna. When I worked in labor and delivery, we started all our own IVs and we drew our labs, and that was my favorite. I love it.
Mama, I got
So at the
paint on my
clinic,
foot.
okay. When I'm at the clinic now and if our lab tech is not there or is busy or something, I'm always like, I'll draw the lab.
But she said in
I like it.
2018 she got hurt and hasn't been able
Oh
to work.
no, sorry about that. Okay, so you could stop right here and not do another thing. You could do a border on the sides. You could do, nothing else at all. I'm gonna add a little black, I think, to the letters. I don't know if this pen will work. It probably won't.
Gloria says, how's your rib tonight?
So last night was the absolute worst. I didn't sleep at all last night. I hurt so bad I could not get comfortable. This morning when I woke up, I've been a little bit better, but I've been, you know, going all day long. So as the night goes on, it starts hurting more. I know, just because I've been doing stuff all day long. So I'm gonna make it. Thank you for asking.
Shauna
too.
says hello. Linda Anderson says good
Hey,
thing they
Shauna.
don't depend on her to do medical things. And Nancy Williford said, do you cut wood or MDF? We cut our own wood. She cuts everything.
I use MDF because I buy all of my wood from my local hardware store here in our town, and they have it for a really good price. And when you cut MDF, you do not have to sand it. You do not have to sand it. So I like that a whole lot. And then I have cut other wood, you know, before, but I just don't like it as well. But it's just a personal preference. But I can cut any kind of wood. I use a jigsaw. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of drop shadowing here on these letters. What's wrong? What happened? Okay, and if you want to do these, let me just tell you, get you some of these bottles, okay? This is 97 cents or something like that at Walmart in the food section. I like to put my white and my black in these because it's easy to get them out. Comes out so easy. But just make sure you put the top on it when you're done so it doesn't dry it out. When I paint with regular paint bottles, I usually paint out of the tops. And if I paint for a long time, it ends up adding a lot of air to my bottles, and then it goops up, and I hate it. So these bottles just really help that a whole lot. Kids are a little antsy over
Donna
there.
says the black's making it pop.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I like it.
Linda says she uses the bottles for
Oh,
epoxy.
yeah.
I use the bottles for my hibachi.
Yeah. Yes, so, okay. So, since COVID, the only good thing that I can tell you that's come from COVID is Lyle has learned that he can grill. And he, like, looks up recipes and marinades and stuff like that. And he got a black stone grill, so he will do hibachi. Oh my goodness, it is so good. It's better than when you go to like the hibachi restaurants, I think, anyway. It's probably not to him, because by the time he gets to sit down and eat, the food's probably not hot, but
I did the flaming volcano and almost burnt my garage down.
yeah, that's on film.
It is on Facebook.
We got that on film. That was perfect.
Nancy Williford says she may talk to you about a tabletop bee form for my table at a craft shop.
Okay.
Craft show.
And you can see here, this black covers so well, you don't have to go back over it. Unless you wanted to like make it thicker or...
So if you did the letters in black, how would you do a drop shadow with white?
You can. You can do it with any color, but it looks really good with white.
See, I'm learning.
You're learning. Well, I was going to be painting for long.
Mm-mm.
Y'all, if any of y'all were on the live last night, I'm working on my bow. I'll be working and finishing that by sometime tomorrow.
And Anderson said this is looking amazing.
Thanks, Linda. Appreciate it.
It's for sale.
It's for sale.
Everything is.
Wow. Lyle would sell anything. He'd probably sell me if he could.
Right by her.
Oh my goodness.
LaDonna said, do you sell these? We are now.
Sure do. That's the good thing about these is you can personalize them. You know, you can put your name and it's great gifts. Like you could do your initials, like you could do for like Rachel and Lyle Holmes. I could do a big H in the middle and do an R and an L. Or you could do Holmes and then you can do like established whatever year you got married, or you know, just do your last name. Or
Lane Smith said you're so talented.
oh my goodness, thank you. Who said that?
Elena Smith?
Well, thank you. Elena?
Right there.
Elena, how are you? I miss you. I'm sad that you're not coming to the clinic now. You live so far away. Oh my goodness, the dog. Our dog is whiny tonight. I don't know what her deal is. I wonder if she's achy. You know, she's old. And I wonder if, like, her arthritis is aching her. I might give her a pill.
She said she missed you too.
I hope you're liking it up there.
Where'd she move to?
Wisconsin.
Oh. You can get some
Yeah.
cheese curds.
From here.
Mm.
Her husband, her fiance got a good job up there, I think. So she's having another baby.
Renee says she's never seen this done before, and the black's making the letters pop.
Oh, thank you.
Elena says she loves it up there other than all the snow.
Oh, good. Ooh, girl, I don't think I can make it.
Anna Collier, Candyland was right next to Steve Marsh Ford.
Yeah. If it's been a while since he's lived there, I don't know how long Candyland was open. It was a long time, though, wasn't it? Like your whole life, right?
No.
No?
It's been probably 10 years or more.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But they've owned Subways their whole life. They own the ones in Milan and...
Yeah, but they're known for Candyland.
Yeah.
Phoebe. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I'm done. That looks good, don't it?
Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning.
Let me turn it where y'all can see it right.
New Beginnings Creations said this is absolutely amazing. I've never seen this.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all kind of see. It's hard to see the whole thing in the screen there, but it turned out really good. It's
Sure they like and share.
yes, it's kind of hard to see what it really looks like when it's not when it's got not perfectly straight, because the words look better when it's perfectly straight. So turned out really good. So I'm gonna let this dry. I'll seal this tomorrow. And thank you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. So, thank you, Nancy. Thank y'all so much. Thanks, LaDonna. Thank y'all for being here. I hope y'all like this. We can do this more often. And I'm trying to think of some, you know, different things to do on lives that you might like to do that you might not have seen a whole lot, or he graduated in 1985.
Well, that's the year I was born.
Lyle's a baby. Spray on top. This is what I use. Nope, not this one. Well, I got the gun end on, but this is what I use. The Rust-Oleum 2X Clear Gloss. You can get it in matte also, but I just always get the gloss because when I spray it on my wreath signs, I like it to be shiny. Hey, Wanda. Yes, so that's what I use, and it'll just give it that protective layer. So, you know, anything you walk on and is out in the weather is gonna over time, you know, crack and fade, but it'll last a long time. Like, you'll want another one before it looks so bad you can't stand it. Thanks, Tom. Good night.
Stop, baby.
I'm gonna have to go let our dog out. We have a great day.
Did you
I don't know
make your
what her
shirt?
deal is. I didn't make my shirt. Don't you like it? It says baseball moms and sunflower seeds, always salty. If y'all knew how I was at baseball games, you would.
You just use acrylic paint.
Yes, I did use acrylic paint tonight. I sure did. You can use outdoor paint, and then you really don't have to seal that, but I wanted to use different colors, and so I'll just spray seal it to coat it. You love sunflower seeds? Linda, do you like the ones with all the different flavors? Hey, Katie.
Ooh, dill pickle ones.
Oh,
So good.
I love pickles. I don't want a pickle flavored sunflower seed. Ugh. And then they have like ranch.
Taco.
Oh, that
Those are
sounds
gross. They're gross.
nasty. And I like. There's not much I don't like, but that don't sound good to me.
And buffalo.
No, thank you. Yeah, me too, Linda. I like the plain ones. Phoebe, go lay down. Do you want in the video? Is that what it is? Do you want to come tell everybody hi? Well, come on. Come on. Nope, she's going away. She doesn't want in the spotlight. You hate food.
Do we still ship?
Yes, we do. We still ship. Sure do.
Pickle salsa.
Pickle
I've never heard
salsa.
of it, but
I
it
haven't
sounds good.
either. We like salsa.
But we don't like pickle salsa.
Well, you don't know. You've never had it. Right? All right. Well, we'll hop off here tonight. And thank y'all so much for being here. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. And make sure you go like and follow my page. Share the video. We'll be getting back on soon to do something else fun. If there's anything you ever want to see me do, just shoot me a message, because I'm glad to do anything that y'all like to see. So y'all have a great night. Stay warm, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.